Hello everyone! Are you sick and tired of your monotonous life, the bad weather, or your boring homework? We have the perfect solution. We made this video especially for you. In today's selection, you will find epic destructions, amazing people and situations, funny incidents, and basically everything you rarely see in real life but can always find on our channel. Let's get it on! Dam destruction. Let's be honest, we all like to see giant structures exploding and being destroyed. Especially when we know no one was hurt. Well, get ready for a big show. You're looking at the White Salmon River Dam in Washington. The local authorities decided to demolish it. They put some explosives at the base and boom! No, it's not the smoke from the explosion. It's the powerful current of water mixed with soil. It stayed like this for hours because it takes a lot of time to completely empty the reserve. But at the Lake Dunlap Dam in Texas, the same situation got out of control. The structure had been in service for 91 years, but at one point, the dam couldn't take it anymore. The water tore apart the huge concrete and steel gate and swept it away like a paper boat. It looks frightening, but it's also surprisingly beautiful, don't you agree? Somersault King. Every person at some point in their life has tried to do a somersault, but you should be careful because the person you just saw tried it once and couldn't stop. Seriously, he could join the Cirque du Soleil right now. Look what he can do! You might think it's just a looped video, but no, he's really descending a hill doing backflips. This guy seems to have learned to master gravity, but how does he fight motion sickness? We feel a little uneasy just watching the video. Tarbela Dam. Wait, how can people just stand there and film this eruption so casually? It's a real catastrophe! But don't worry, there's an explanation for everything. This is the Tarbela Dam in Pakistan, the largest fill-type dam in the world. Besides generating electricity, it has another purpose. During the rainy season, huge amounts of water accumulate in the reservoir and are then discharged to irrigate the land. That's exactly what you're seeing on the screen. Do you want to know the volume of this fountain? The main spillway has a capacity of 650,000 cubic feet per second, and an auxiliary spillway of 850,000 cubic feet per second. We know these figures are not easy to understand, but judging from the height and elevation of the water pillars, it's an incredible amount. Fearless farmer. Now, put yourselves in the shoes of the farmer driving this tractor. The wall of fire is approaching and you have to decide right away. Run and let the fire destroy the whole crop, or take a chance and try to save at least part of your work. Okay, let's say we choose the second option, but how do we do it? Well, the brilliance of this Colorado farmer is unparalleled, and he probably remembers all survival life hacks he learned in school. They say that you can prevent a fire from spreading by digging up the soil in its path. Do you think that would help? The brave farmer tries to block the fire by cutting it off, reaches the edge of the field, and it works! At least half of the crop is saved. We hope that the tractor was not damaged by the effort. Gorilla versus Goose. Friends, a great battle is about to begin, and we're willing to take your bets. Who's gonna win? A huge and muscly gorilla with razor-sharp fangs? Or a goose, like the one who bit some of us as children? The answer seems obvious, doesn't it? Well, let's check out the fight that took place at the Sedgwick County Zoo in the United States. In the first round, the rivals looked at each other, but then the goose jumped up and Barney the ape ran away in disgrace. But if you were hoping the gorilla would pull himself together for the second round, we gotta disappoint you. The goose called a friend to mock the defenseless 400-pound animal. By the way, bets are not refundable. Fair enough, right? Unusual stop sign. Now let's visit Sydney, more exactly, an enchanted tunnel within the city. Seriously, what's happening in it can only be magic. Huge trucks regularly try to pass through the small opening and always get stuck. The authorities installed dozens of signs, flashing warnings and neon signs, but the drivers refused to notice them. Finally, after another truck caused an enormous traffic jam and damaged the bridge structure, a brilliant solution was found. Imagine you decided to get stuck in the tunnel and suddenly the entrance is blocked by a wall with a giant stop sign. But what happens if someone doesn't have time to stop? Nothing will happen. The virtual barrier is a stream of water on which the inscription is projected. Are you thinking what we're thinking? We're sure that this technology will not deter the most irresponsible drivers. Doughnut costume. If we told you there was a person in the park with donuts all over his body to feed the pigeons, how would you react? You don't have to say anything because we already know the answer. You'll probably think we're crazy and you'll go your own way. Fortunately, we have video evidence. A person in New York went for a walk in this strange outfit. We have several possible explanations for what's happening. He lost a bet, or it's a very unusual Halloween costume, or the man loves pigeons and would do anything for them. Which version do you think is more real? Tell us your answer in the comments.
Killer donuts.
Weird bikes. Typically, a customized bike features a reinforced frame with a bright pattern, a carbon fiber steering wheel, and thick puncture-proof tires. But this guy decided to be more original than the others and created bikes with a removable front wheel. And you can take it off on the go. Why? Because it's fun! You can ride down the street with a friend and take turns using the wheel. While one tries to balance on the rear wheel, the other rides like a normal person. Or you can lean against a skateboard with the fork. How about this hybrid? After all, you can drop the wheel and watch it roll away by itself, but that's a little weird, isn't it? Robotic dogs.
Oh my god, I love you!
Well, friends, while we were laughing at memes about cyberpunk and joking about the rise of the machines, the future has suddenly arrived. Robotic dogs are running around the streets. For the first time, this mechanical animal was seen by Instagram user Nathan Kanaswe on a street in Canada. If you're a fan of Black Mirror, this dog probably reminds you of some creature, right? Later, however, it was discovered that the robot had been walking at night with its owner and had been manufactured by Boston Dynamics. But in Singapore, robots equipped with cameras wander on their own. The dogs patrol a city park and search for people who do not keep social distance. After detecting the troublemaker, the robot politely asks them to keep a distance of 1 meter from each other for their own safety. Don't you think that sounds like a threat? Let's hope it doesn't have a built-in weapon.
For safety, and for those around you, please stand at least 1 meter apart.
Soft head. If you are easily impressed, you should stay away from the screen for a few seconds. Who allowed these people to torture the poor belugas in this way? Are they needing their brains? Did you also think that these mammals have big brains like dolphins and that's why their heads look like this? It's time you learned the truth. It turns out that this huge bump on the beluga's forehead is a special echolocation organ full of fat. Nature is very strange, don't you think? In fact, it's a kind of acoustic lens that helps the animal to direct the sound waves and change their frequency. And the fat cushion does a great job. Among all cetaceans, belugas are considered the most sociable species. Scientists have counted about 50 different sound signals. These guys can even sing like a bird. Snow tornado. Videos and photos of a tornado no longer surprise anyone, especially people in the United States who regularly witness this natural phenomenon live. Okay, but what about a snow tornado in Austria? Yes, amidst the picturesque snowy peaks and ski resorts. It's something you've never seen before. However, the population of the municipality of Stahl is not used to these weather phenomena either, so they panicked a little. But the Institute of Meteorology tried to calm down the citizens. Experts have classified the tornado as weak. We would of course take their word for it, but then why can you see a piece of a roof flying like a feather in the air? Highway to hell. Police officers often have to risk their lives and sometimes find themselves in extreme and unbelievable situations. For example, the story of this officer would be impossible to believe had it not been for the images recorded by the dash cam. A few years ago, California was devastated by the worst forest fires in its history. The fire had already covered a huge area and was approaching Sonoma County, where the officer was on duty. When he received an emergency call, he didn't hesitate for a second. This guy came to the aid of the people even though the road was covered with fire and coal from the trees. It's a shame he didn't put AC/DC's Highway to Hell on, because it would have been one of the most epic videos in the world. But seriously, this cop's a real hero. Waves versus humans. Finally, 2 important rules you should always remember. You should not go out to the shore during a storm. And if you ignore that rule, you should not turn your back on the water. This man from California has kindly agreed to demonstrate what happens if you refuse to follow these simple rules. In just 1 second, a huge wave drags him away like a bug. The protagonist of this video is incredibly lucky. He came out safe and sound and only suffered a few blows. But not everyone is so lucky. Take this group of friends, for example. The guy in the red shirt decided to take a picture, but the wave ruined his plans, knocked him down, and apparently sent him to some intergalactic portal. Seriously, where did he go? Judging by the bewilderment of his friends, even they don't know the answer.
Hold on a second. Do you want to see some crazy stories from real life? Nothing dull, only action.
Only adventures, chases and fights, love confessions and sudden betrayals. Don't believe us? Follow the link and see for yourselves. Our animation channel Private Diary reveals the deepest secrets. Don't forget to subscribe.